Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, the 23rd of January. We've got our little band of moisture moving through this morning, early this morning. We've got some light rain and snow with that, and we even have a little bit of freezing rain, drizzle, black ice that has developed. Looking at some of the traffic data out there and looking at some of those surface and air temperatures. This will be mainly for the lower elevations this morning. We'll kind of show you in a little more detail where we're thinking here in a bit. Otherwise, we've got light rain off and snow throughout the week. Our next little main batch, next little push is coming through tomorrow night into Thursday. And temperatures, they do for a couple of days start to back off a little bit. Then it actually looks like maybe by the weekend they start to go back up. Looking at satellite this morning, we've got a little bit of an area of low pressure down towards Las Vegas that is pumping up some moisture from the south and southwest into our area. It's light precipitation. There's not a big, huge surge of moisture with this today. We've lost some of that upslope over into the central mountains, like from Haley on up towards Island Park. It's still there in some spots, but it's starting to shift away from there as we've gone through the morning here. Looking at our weather risk outlook and just some minor impacts, and we did throw in this possibility of freezing rain for lower elevations like the Snake Plain, Magic Valley, down towards Oakley, Rockland, also around Arco into the southern end of the Wood River Valley. It's not widespread. There's just the potential of a little bit of light freezing rain mixed in with the rain and the snow and some pockets of black ice. We've even have, besides potential black ice, there are actually a few spots that are seeing snow-covered roads still this morning out there. So just something to keep an eye on. Now, we go into tonight. Over the Eastern Highlands, still some light rain and snow expected, maybe even along the bench areas across the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. One thing we're all going to be watching for once you get out into the Snake Plain and the Magic Valley with some stratus. A little bit of stratus. We get that what we call cedar feeder light snow potential in there as well. Can't even rule out a little bit of light freezing drizzle, but that chance is really, really small at the moment. So, and just patchy normal fog, depending on the temperatures. It could be patchy freezing fog or just fog, depending on if it's below freezing or not. And there's not really, again, not much impact there. Now, that next surge comes in Wednesday night into Thursday, and then we get back into a little bit Friday, and again, a little bit of an uptick on Saturday. But you don't see us painting any major impacts with anything. There's just not a huge amount of moisture coming through our area with any of this that is coming through right now. So we talked about that potential of snow, rain, and freezing rain. And what we can do is, this is early this morning where you see the bluish, the grayish colors. If you're colorblind, it may be a different color to you. But you'll notice that that's mainly snow. We have the potential here on the little readout to show you the potential of freezing rain, sleet, rain, and snow. There's no sleet expected, but you'll see in areas in the blue that's more snow than rain or all snow. You get back into the Magic Valley here, look for an example. There's a 30% chance of freezing rain and a 60% chance of rain. There is a small potential of snow in there. It's not really reflected on this particular look, but there is some light snow out there now and is expected as we go through the morning hours. You shift over to around Pocatello, 20% chance of freezing rain this morning with a 50% chance of rain. You head up towards Blackfoot. We're at a 40% chance of freezing rain, a 20% chance of rain. These are some general numbers just to give you an idea. It's there. It's not going to be widespread this morning, and just something to keep an eye on if you're traveling. And then it continues on up into the Idaho Falls area this morning. We'll step ahead through time here. You'll notice that potential is still around. We'll stop at around 11 a.m. this morning. We've pretty much lost that potential of freezing rain. By this point, it will be snow or a mix of rain and snow across the area, but you'll notice everything is shifting to the south and to the east, at least the main push. We've got some snow showers possibly over the central mountains, maybe a little bit of a regeneration of rain and snow over the Magic Valley this afternoon. We'll go through the evening hours, and you notice that really starts to dwindle. We continue with a little bit of a band. This is just kind of a little band that sets up. It really doesn't move anywhere. There might be some very weak upslope into the bench areas there, but it's going to be light snow in the overnight hours. And what's not really showing up here, really, it's really the models really do a really poor job of handling that. is that potential, like I said, of some light snow under the stratus deck over the Magic Valley and the Snake Plain late tonight into tomorrow morning as well. And certainly not handling any in the smallest potential of freezing drizzle with that as well. So looking at snowfall amounts, you don't see a whole lot on this map today. We'll keep stressing that. Light precipitation, generally under an inch in many areas. It becomes more spotty overnight, or later this afternoon, I should say. Going into this afternoon, many areas above freezing, 30s to low 40s. Places you're going to find it's below freezing, the higher elevations of the Tetons and up into the central mountains. Not a lot of wind expected today across the area. For tonight, you'll see that light snow potential shifting over into the eastern highlands and again underneath that stratus deck over the Snake Plain overnight for the forecast of snowfall. But again, it's going to be very light. And for tomorrow, it basically shifts into the eastern highlands as well. There still could be earlier in the morning a little bit of light snow flurry or freezing drizzle activity over the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. Temperatures for tomorrow, you'll notice we keep it warm along the 86-15 corridor. Temperatures right at or just above freezing. The rest of the area in the teens and 20s for Wednesday morning. You get in the afternoon, we're dropping it back just a little bit, a couple of degrees across the board still. Some upper 30s to low 40s in some of our warmer valley locations for Wednesday. Snowfall, this is mainly that Wednesday night to Thursday time frame. Not much in the central mountains. The highest will be over into the Sawtooths where we might see 2 to 3 inches as well. The bulk of it's going to come across the South Hills, the higher elevations of the South Hills in the eastern and the southeast highlands. And these snowfall amounts, they're likely going to change as we go through the next 24 hours, just seeing where things actually set up. So still not a whole lot of snow, an inch or two up in the Island Park area, maybe over 3 inches, 4 inches over the Tetons and the big holes down towards Pomerelle. We might see over 4 inches of snow, but no major snow events, no major precipitation events coming our way. And temperatures on Thursday, we back it down a little bit. We stay a little bit warmer overall Thursday morning with the moisture coming in, but the clouds will keep temperatures down to go another degree or two into Thursday. We go to Saturday. We don't move much from Thursday, Friday into Saturday. It's once we get into Sunday, we might see a little uptick in temperatures. But right now, many areas still staying above freezing in the afternoon, but you'll see those low temperatures below freezing in a lot of places. So this freeze-thaw pattern is going to continue. Even if we don't have precipitation, we're still going to have to watch out for some black ice in places over the next several days in the morning hours when it gets colder and those air and surface temperatures start to drop. So once again, our round of precipitation is moving through. We still have the lower potential of freezing over the Magic Valley, the Snake Plain, some of those adjacent valleys south like Oakley, Rockland, the Arbon Valley, even up towards Arco, up into the southern end of the Wood River Valley this morning as well. Just off and on precipitation, light precipitation through the rest of this week. Have a great day. If you're going to be traveling, you might want to check those road conditions for any snow or black ice out there, and do stay safe, everyone.